And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The screen, and watch out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a... Job there. The Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. There's Tramel Jones Jr., a freshman out of the state of Florida. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Jones wants to throw it. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger, man.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play caller, that's critical for their success.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. He'll toss it. Inside the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. Great job by the back on the option. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point. At the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Zings it complete to the right.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a fourth down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Complete to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll give it to Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to run. It's Pryor. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action. Fakes to grab. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Auburn lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams...
Wide open spaces. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Let's it fly. Got a man. It's Mays. What a cut. Now he's loose. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. The Tigers want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Motion from the wideout. Right back to it. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. At the 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this, and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Running inside. It's ball. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Jones to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Gators are marching down the field. The run inside. It's ball. There's some room. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's got it on the run. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Gators have it with a first and goal. They'll try to run with ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Gators are going to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It's third and goal and third and long. Jones wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hold and fire complete. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Lets it fly on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Handoff for Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Skips away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Trying to move them on the counter. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 8 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Wolverines coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running right, it's Ball. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Ball again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front.
Maybe a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the move, it's Pryor. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. They'll move the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him.
Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Pulls it fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Cobb. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Pryor. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gators are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Pryor. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Quarterback moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be dragged down. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Brown will throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. There he goes. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finding some room. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped it.
obviously this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff
makes a grab for a big play. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Brown wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Eccles. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bring in the heat. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have...
Might have a chance. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. After this, it'll be a wrap. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking,